Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Get in here, get in here, get in here. I know Facebook is spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. So those of you who are going to catch the replay are going to notice that I say happy Saturday a few times. Y'all should be used to this by now. All right, we're live. Happy Saturday. You are tuned in, tapped into the Hyacinth Henderson show. And I am Hyacinth Henderson. And on Saturday Risings, I join you on Facebook and we chat. We chat all things wealth. Wisdom and well-being. So anytime you see me on the internet, in these internet streets, you can rest assured that I am talking about those things: wealth, wisdom, and well-being. I am passionate about self-development, mine and yours as well. So as you come in here, you know how we do. Get in here and affirm yourself, get yourself comfortable, blast this information through the speakers, put your computer, your phone on the TV. Y'all know how to work these gadgets. Just share this information. You'll be surprised who is listening and who's taking note. Okay. All right. A fresh sip of green juice. That's spinach, spinach, green apple, lemon, and ginger. You know, you got to have ginger in the juice. All right. So we're going to talk about 5 money secrets revealed. These are life-changing money secrets. And I wrote down 5 of them. And the downloads were just coming in, and I wrote them. However, I don't know if we're going to have time to get through all 5 today. So we'll see. All right. So I see the whole crew is here. The tribe is here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Happy Saturday. You achieved the seemingly impossible. You are your greatest asset. I see it. I see it. I love it. Affirm yourself. We don't wait for others to affirm ourselves. We affirm ourselves. So we're going to start this party off right with repeating after me. And I know I can't hear y'all, but y'all can hear me, but you can still say it. You can say it, and then you can type it also in the comment section if you're in a position to type. Repeat after me. I am are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. I am are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. So I want you to repeat that. I want you to let that sizzle in your spirit, let it resonate a little bit. And as you say this, I want you to know this. I want you to say it daily so that you can begin to really know it and believe it. I am are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. So that's taped to your forehead. That's every rising. Every time you pass a mirror, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're saying, I am are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. So as you continuously say it, then you'll start to be mindful of what you say, because you're like, gosh, these words have more power. They have a lot of power. Now let me be conscious of how I go out into the world. All right. So know this, say it, affirm it. I am are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. So the first thing we're going to do is get into our 5 money secrets revealed. The first one is you already have it. We're talking about money. You already have it. If you're with me, if you're rocking and rolling, you can affirm yourself along the way. You can affirm yourself in the comment section. I already have it. If you want to explain it, I already have money. I already have it. Okay. If your mind can conceive it, then you can achieve it. And that's something that I don't think that a lot of people really honor and really understand. And here's what I say. Here's why I say that. Because by the time a thought comes to your mind and you actually remember the thought, it has already gone through a field of creation. It has rendezvoused out there in the unseen. And so let me put this in perspective for you. The average people as humans, we have 6,200, approximately 6,200 thoughts a day. We have 6,200 thoughts a day. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't recall all of the 6,200 thoughts a day that I have. So when you put that in perspective and you're like, wow, I have at least or approximately 6,200 thoughts in one day. If there is a thought that I remembered, oh, baby, that's a message. If there is a thought that I had yesterday and then I had this thought again today and I had that thought again tomorrow, oh, baby, that's a message, because you get 6,200 of these a day. And so I want you to understand that if I can think it, I can achieve it. And so thinking about this, any thought that you remember is a message. Any dream that you recall is a message as well. That's a message. Write that down. And so we'll get into how you decode the messages, but just know that. Let that sizzle in your spirit. I don't know why it's in my brain today. All right. So when you remember a thought, that means that message has moved from the unseen to the seen world. So we're going to get a little deep today. We're going to get a little deep because it's time. It's time. There are lots of changes that are happening, and I need you all to be in control of your minds. I need you to be in control of your consciousness. I need you to be in control of your reality. I need you to do that because there's so many things that are shifting and happening. And if you are not intentionally in control, you'll be swept away. A couple weeks ago, we talked about the metaverse, and it sounded all cool and fine and dandy. Yesterday, I had a call with someone. They had never heard of the metaverse. Never heard of it, but let me share this with you. We talked about it a few weeks ago, and just this week, Meta announced that they had partnered with Microsoft Teams. So a lot of us didn't know that Facebook has a work platform. It's called Workplace. Didn't know that. You just thought Facebook only had Facebook. It's called Workplace. Microsoft Teams Workplace is called, Microsoft's Workspace is called Teams. So now you have Meta partnering with Microsoft. We're talking about this today. It is new today on November 13, 2021. And by 2024, it's not going to be new. It's going to be the norm. So you got to have control of your consciousness. You have to be intentional about your thoughts. You have to be intentional about the thoughts that come to you and what you do with them because things are rapidly changing. I had a call with someone yesterday and we're talking about Zoom. And I says before 2019, we were Zooming already. We were already offering Zoom to our clients because South Florida has traffic, right? And you can be like 15 minutes away without traffic, but with traffic, it's like an hour away. So we had started offering Zoom to our clients before. Some of them who were open and receptive, I would just say, hey, we'll send you a link and this is how you can do the call from wherever you are. They were open to it. They know what it was. Some people had never heard of it. But then in 2019, some people, that was the first time they heard of Zoom. That could be you. 2019 could have been the first time you heard of Zoom. Doesn't mean that Zoom was just invented in 2019. It was already there. So when I talk about Meta, when I talk about them teaming up, when I talk about you being intentional with your thoughts and you having control over your mind, you're going to need this, baby, because when the rest of the world is walking around all day long, 23 out of 24 hours a day with these glasses on, and some things start to shift, you're going to need to say, we talked about this in 2021. So I know how important my behaviors and my actions are. So that's why we're getting deep. All right, so let's go. When we have a thought that we remember, it has rendezvoused in the unseen and it's now in the scene. And when it's in the scene, it is for you to do something with it. So I want you to think about this like if you're driving along and it's foggy outside. Right. So I don't know. When I was younger, it seems like there were more mornings or days when it was fog in the car when we were driving. I don't know if that's because we were getting up early. But anyway, let's picture that you're driving and it's foggy. And when you're driving and it's foggy, you drive a certain way. You walk a certain way. You move a certain way when your visibility is limited. You're not switching lanes. You're not driving at the speed limit that you would drive at if you could see. Because your visibility is limited, it's foggy. However, the more you drive, then you start to see more in front of you, and that which was unseen now becomes seen because you are walking. You're moving forward. You're not parked. You're not saying, oh man, it's foggy out here, I'm gonna stay right here. So you're not clear what's going on. You're not clear what's on the right of you, the left of you. You can't see, but you drive slowly. You move to where you need to go. I want you to ask yourself and to think about that, as I say, the unseen and the seen. So when I think about thoughts, when I say to you that thoughts that you can remember have moved to the scene, that is like the thought coming out of the fog. You're moving. So now you get a new thought that you remember. What you going to do with it? Because as you continue to drive and the fog clears, do you still drive slowly? No. When the fog clears, you start to say, oh, I can see a little better now. Since I can see a little better, I can switch lanes. I can pick up speed limit a little bit. So when you have the thoughts that you remember, understand that that is the equivalent of the fog clearing for you and giving you some direction. So when we go back to secret number one and we say you already have it, it's important for you to understand that if your mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. It is not, oh my God, I've been thinking about this. I had this thought, but child, that is not for me. I just told you it's 6,200 in a day. You already have it. All right, so let me make sure I touched on everything here. Before moving on, the natural question is, how can I see more? You can only see more of the unseen. The fog will only be removed if you take action. If you take action. A lot of people want to do attraction without the last few words, action. Law of attraction means action. So if you take action, then you see more. If not, then you get stuck with limited visibility. So the first secret is you already have it. If the mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. The secret number two is it's not separate from you. Money is not separate from you. It is not separate from you at all. Say, money is not separate from me. Money is not separate from me. What does that mean? First thing I want you to do is remove the word trying from your vocabulary. Replace it with I am. Because when you try, you're not really sure yourself. Well, I'm going to try to do it. Oh, I am going to do it. So when you realize that money is not separate from you, then you can start to maneuver in a more affirmative space. You can start to move through the world in an affirmative space. See, trying implies that there is lack. Oh, I'm trying to get some more money. I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to break generational curses. I am trying to be the best that I could be. Money is not separate from you. You don't got to try, baby. It's already there. It's already there. I am carries a more positive, a more matter of factly, a more I am here energetic frequency, energetic vibration. That's what you want to have. So when you say money is not separate from you, it's okay for you to say I am rich. It's okay for you to say I am wealthy. It's okay for you to say I am abundant. It reminds you that you don't have to go outside of yourself. And that's empowering, because anytime you have to go outside of yourself, you're at the mercy of other people. Think about that. Let's break down this law of attraction. The law of attraction has its place, and I'm grateful that movies and things like that, it's more talked about now, and it's more mainstream because more people need to be aware of this. But I don't want you to get stuck there. Because if you are not careful, you'll get caught up with the literal words and think that you just have to attract things. And when you acknowledge that you have to attract things, you are also acknowledging that you don't have something. We're going to talk about energy and vibration and frequency that stems from a place of lack. So you find yourself constantly searching for something. I got to attract it. I got to do this. I don't have it. It's not within me. I got to look for it. Baby, that's lack energy. That's scarcity energy. We don't want to do that. We want to replace attraction with a line. How does that look in the real world? In the real world, that looks like you needing a blue shirt to wear. And you know you have a blue shirt in your closet. You know you have this blue shirt. It's your favorite blue shirt. You wore it last year, whatever the case may be. If you know you have something, you're going to look for it. You're going to be, okay, I'm looking for this shirt. I'm moving stuff out of the way. No, it might be in this closet. It might be in the drawer. Did I take it back from the dry cleaners? You are intensely focused on aligning with what you already have. If you know you don't have a blue shirt, then the thing becomes, well, I don't have a blue shirt. Where am I going to get a blue shirt from? How am I going to get this blue shirt? It's winter. Is blue even in season? Attraction versus aligning. You already have it. You got to know that you already have money. That's your second money secret. It's your second money secret. I shift my mind to looking for it within, not without. I don't know about y'all, but I know I can count on me. And if you know you can count on you, then that's empowering. And you say, I don't got to look for nobody else. I don't have to look for any money. Because you know you have it, money is not separate from you. Secret number 3. It is not in your future. Money is not in your future. It is in your right now. Yes. Money is not in your future. It is in your right now. Here's the thing. Oftentimes humans make the mistake of romanticizing the future. It's like, oh, it's some mystical place that may come. And when I get there, everything's going to be fine and dandy in the future. And it's like, oh, if we're so lucky to experience the future, then life is going to be grand. And so what that does is it throws things out of balance. It depends on your lens, on your color of sunglasses, depending on the amount of fog that you're in. Going back to the example in number one, you romanticizing the illusion of the future, because it's an illusion, because time is an illusion, but that's a story for a different day, right? You see, they just played with time and said daylight saving time, this is what we're doing. And the history of that was really so that people could shop more. It was a money thing, and we'll talk about that a different day maybe. So the whole time change back and forth was like, wow, it's getting dark now, we want people to shop more, why don't we take the clocks back, so when the summer months and the weather is more warm and vibrant and lively, people can be out and out partying and spending and doing things like that. Let me get back on. So time is an illusion, okay? So depending on your glasses, the future for you, you may either romanticize it in a way that the illusion of the future causes you to be paralyzed, or it will cause you to be propelled. Here's the difference. Depending on your romantic idea with the future, you may be like, oh my gosh, that's not right now. I'll get my money later. I'll do it later. So right now I have time. So you'll be paralyzed into inaction instead of propelled into action. So when you look at the future as it's no future, it's right now. I'm not romanticizing something. The time is now. When you accept that your money is not in the future, you can begin now to move something because the money is here. So this is a powerful one. Your money is not in the future, not when you retire, not when the kids get grown, not when I go through this and this, because you're delaying your destiny. Are you allowing your romantic vision of the future to paralyze you into inaction because it's not here yet? Or are you allowing your clarity to propel you into action? Your money is right now. When you propel into action, that means you are constantly, consistently doing things now that assist you in aligning with the money. And I know you may be saying, God, goodness gracious, I'm trying to pick up what Hyacinth is putting down. I'm trying, but child, when I look at this bank account, child, I peek in this pocketbook and it's zero. I'm peeking in the pocketbook and it ain't no money in here. So Hyacinth, I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down. Well, you got to remove try first. Remember, we talked about that. We're not trying anymore. Hyacinth, I'm picking up what you're putting down. And since it's already in me, that was a secret before, then let me do what I need to do so that I can get my money now. We're not waiting. We're not going to stand here and wait and be paralyzed because we're waiting for a check. We're paralyzed because we're waiting for an opportunity. We're paralyzed because somebody's going to save us. Time is an illusion. The time is now. It is now. It is not now, but it's right now. So this is in alignment with, like I said, secret number one, I already have it. Secret number two is not separate from me. Secret number three is it's not in your future. It's now. It's not one day I'll be rich. It's you're already rich. Type it in the comment section. I am already rich. I am already abundant. I am already wealthy. I am already prosperous. But you don't get to set it and forget it. You got to take some action. So now when we understand these things, we're like, okay, Hyacinth, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I have to be in control. Nobody's going to save me. I must save myself. All right. Nobody's going to save you. You must save yourself. So now what you got to do? We got to cut off the news. Turn off the news. Align yourself so that you can see when you look in that pocketbook again, your money was looking funny last week, but it's not looking funny no more. Because I have disconnected from certain things and I've stepped into these money secrets and I'm moving in that space. Secret number four, money secret number four. If you're just tuned in, this is the Hyacinth Henderson Show. And we're talking about 5 money secrets, life-changing money secrets. And I literally mean life-changing. We're on secret number 4. Secret number 4 is it is right for you to have it. It's right for you to have it. You ain't gotta think about it. It don't matter what somebody else say. It is right for you to have it. Affirm. We've been affirming ourselves all these past 20 minutes. 26 minutes maybe. I think I got on at 9:45. We've been affirming ourselves for the past 15 minutes actually. Affirm. Abundance is my birthright. I see the affirmations coming in. I am wealthy already. I am already rich. I am already abundant. I am already prosperous. I am already prosperous. Anna Dupree says the everlasting now. Yes, yes, yes. We speak the same language. It is so liberating when you start to understand these things. So I understand that there are some of you who you're easily picking up what I'm putting down. And then there are others of you trying to pick it up, but maybe your hand cramped up a little bit. You got like a Charlie horse in your hand. And you're like, I'm trying, but I want to be here. I'm not ready yet. I got to wait till something shifts for me. I got to wait for this cramp to pass over before I can pick it up. That's cool. Come back to this video. There are some people who are like, I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down, Hyacinth, and I want to pick it up, and I pick it up, but it's so hot, I drop that right back down. And then you go on, you come back, well, I'm hungry. I wanted that what Hyacinth was saying, so let me come back to this. It's okay. Come back to the video. You can come back to it on Facebook, come back to it on YouTube, come back to it on the podcast. Search Hyacinth Henderson on all of them. All right. Affirm. Abundance is my birthright. This means as soon as you left your mother's womb, as soon as you came through the canal, or if you're like my son, you were cut out. As soon as you left that space, abundance was stamped on your forehead. Abundance is your birthright. It's not who you marry. It's not the type of friends you hang out with. It's not where you were born. If you black, if you white, if you're Middle Eastern, abundance is your birthright. It's stamped right here. You don't see it? Abundance is my birthright. That's the affirmation. So it was stamped on your forehead. Now, as you hear me say this, I want you to ask yourself, how do you feel when you hear me say this? Abundance is my birthright. Like, dang, how does that feel? Does that feel a little wonky for you? Or does that feel like something you really can get with? You're like, yeah, you know what, Hyacinth? Thank you for reminding me. Abundance is my birthright. I've been telling them people abundance my birthright. They've been tripping, but thank you for reminding me. Or are you like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about? Sit with that, because that's the work that you need to be doing. There's always work that we must do in ourselves. It is always you. It is you. So sit with that. Ask yourself, how do you feel? Understand that most humans, that includes you and me, we play small. Why do we play small? Because we have a limited consciousness. Let's go back to the fog. Most humans are only operating in their lane of visibility, in what they could see. There's so much more in the unseen, but we have to move, aka take action, really means study, educate ourselves so that we can expand our consciousness. As we expand our consciousness, then we get to see more road in front of us. As we get to see more road in front of us, we get to see, oh my gosh, I can literally go over here. Back then when I had limited consciousness, when I was in the fog of only operating in what I could see right then and there, I did not know there was a whole field of flowers over here. I didn't see that. I had limited consciousness. So most humans, we operate from this space. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but now that you're listening to this, it means that you have the duty and the responsibility to change. You have the duty, the responsibility to be intentional. It's coming, y'all. We're in a big time. You've heard me say, we 2024, we're going to be in a space to change until about then. Then all that newness is going to be like, this is the new world. So if we have limited consciousness and we play small, we limit ourselves and we put a cap on our potential. We put a cap on our desires. We allow others to limit us. So secret number 4, let me tie this back in. It is right for you to have it. The it we're talking about is money. It is right for you to have money. Don't allow people to limit you. Don't do that with your money. Don't say things like, oh, I make enough. I don't need enough. I don't need too much. I just need a little bit to get by. I just need something to get by. I'm doing all right. It is right for you to have more money. The more money you have, the more voice you have. That's powerful. The more money you have, the more influence you have. The more money you have, the more freedom you have. And you can apply that to every area when you think about it. Dang, Hyacinth said the more money you have, buy freedom. Yes, you can buy your freedom. You have more voice, you have more influence. And I'm not talking about superficial stuff. I'm not talking about I got money, so y'all gonna listen to me talk about foolishness. I'm not talking about that. This conversation is not for you. When I say the more money you have, the more influence, the more freedom, the more voice, the more options you have. I am talking about things that allow you to change the world. The world, Craig, the world. The whole wide world. How do you do that? Hyacinth, how can I change the world? First, you change yourself. Because money's going to give you options. You're going to get some education. You're going to buy back your time. You're going to have some freedom. You don't have to be slaving at a job that you hate. You're so tired. You're working 2 and 3 jobs. You don't have time to pour into yourself and educate yourself. Money is going to give you some more time. It's going to give you some more freedom. It's going to give you education. This course costs $2,000. I have the money to do it. So when you change, you talk about changing the world, you change yourself first with the education, then you change your children. You change your family. How do you do that? By influencing them. My kids generally listen to me. I know they're still humans with their own minds and own thoughts. And I always say, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not here. But generally, they listen to me. I am able to influence them because of the life and lessons that I teach them. If I was not setting a good example, I'm probably sure they wouldn't listen to me. So it gives you that. It gives you influence. You can also influence policies and politics. Oh, you donated to my campaign? Oh, you want to be at this dinner that costs $2,000 a plate? It's not for dinner, but it's going towards a campaign and who you get to sit at the table with. I remember a few years back, and this never made social media. I don't think I ever posted it. I went to, shout out to Alcyon Roach Wilson. Met her through Facebook years ago, and probably like 2 years ago, I was invited to a private dinner in Miami with the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Honorable Andrew Holness. This is probably 2 years ago. And the conversation at that table, I was like, oh, baby, no, we ain't talking about this kind of stuff. We're talking about this, and you're making connections. So when I say money gives you influence, be mindful of what you're influencing with your money. You get to influence politics and politicians. You get to have a seat at the table with money. I had to pay to be at that dinner, and I was invited, and it changed my life. Right? Okay. Your influences. It is right for you to have money. You need money. You need more money. I don't care how much money you got. You need some more money. Yes, Hyacinth said that. Why do you need more money? Let's just think about it from this one aspect. Business. As we complain about businesses not doing this, not giving us health care, not blah, 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 blah. When you have money, you can not only start a business, you have money so that you can market a business. So you start the business, then you need money to grow the business. Then you need money to employ people. Then you need money to be able to pay those people. And you need money so that when you pay these people can feed their families. So you need you some money. Don't think about it in a limiting mindset, a poverty mindset that says all money is bad, it's evil, look at them buying all those things and stuff like that. No, you need money. You need to pay for convenience. I need to pay for the cleaning lady to clean my house so that I can do other things that are a better use of my time. So that when I speak to my clients, so that when I speak to y'all on the internet, I'm not talking to you about something of no substance and value. But I can't do that if I'm scrubbing the floor. You need you some money, and it is right for you to have it. That is secret number 4. It is right for me to have money. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. The 5th one, and we're going to wrap it up, is you are worthy of having it. You are worthy of having money. Say, I am worthy of having money. I am worthy of having money. And understand this. Let me go back because I hear somebody saying, "Dan, you talking about scrubbing on the floor? Some people got to scrub the floor for their job and and this and this. If I stepped on your toes, I'm not sorry. Get up." Yes, if you're scrubbing floors, you don't want to be scrubbing floors. You're scrubbing floors because you have to be scrubbing floors. And so what we're going to do is we're going to listen and educate and take action and change our mindset so that we can talk about when we scrub floors and we're no longer scrubbing floors now. So we're not going to romanticize the struggle. We're not going to romanticize, well, dang, it's some people that's doing that job. We're not doing that. That's not what we're doing. It's progression. Anytime you listen to Hyacinth, we're talking about self-development. I can't keep you on the ground scrubbing floors. You got to get up from there. You are worthy. You're worthy of having money. Number 5, my girl, Michelle Hollinger. I love this book so much. I don't know if it was her first book, but it's the first book that I purchased from her, and it's called Worthy. The title of the book is Worthy. I will tag her after I get off the show. The title of the book is Worthy. She wrote it several years ago. It's a game changer. It's a 94-page, easy read. And every time I read that, I'm just like, dang, I'm reading it again, like I'm reading it for the first time. And I believe that I work on my worthiness a great deal. And it still is a powerful and enlightening. Read for me. Let me read an excerpt from you for you. Living from wounded worthiness. She coined this phrase. I believe she coined it. It's the first time I heard it. Wounded worthiness. So secret number 5 is you are worthy of having it. Oh, shoot, I got to hurry up. Living from wounded worthiness impacts the quality of your life because it colors your view of who you really are and what you're capable of. Thing is, if you're unaware that your worthiness is wounded, you can spend your entire life beneath your true potential, falsely believing that you were doing the best that you could. Wounded worthiness stems from experiences in our childhood mostly and currently. So wounded worthiness will tell you things that you're too much, that you don't deserve to have money, that your $20,000 year job is enough. Wounded worthiness will have you operating solely in the flesh of what you can see in front of you, only in the fog, and not understanding who you are as a spiritual person, who your being is. It will have you staying in that fog behind a car because that's all you can see, instead of opening up and stepping out and saying, I know that there is some unseen. And in that unseen, there is magic for me. In that unseen, there is money for me. In that unseen, there's abundance for me. So wounded worthiness is one of the things that we have to really spend some time with and understand its correlation to our money. You are worthy of having money. Doesn't matter what your mama, sister, daddy, grandmother, or uncle told you. You're worthy. You have a right to be rich. And if you're around people who are asking you to play small, let this be your cue. As my ear starts ringing, let this be your cue to get from around them. Let this be your cue to say, I can't be around you no more because I know you're telling me I already have enough. I know you saying things like money ain't everything. I know you saying things like, dang, you want another deal? I know you saying things like that because you want me to stay in your wounded worthiness, but I can't be there no more. I sold the whole building. I sold the whole building of wounded worthiness. I'm not there no more. I don't have the keys. As a matter of fact, I sold the building and then I demolished it. No more wounded worthiness. Thank y'all so much for being here. There is the Understanding Money Part 2 show coming up in 2 minutes. Child, I got to send the link, so stay tuned. I want to be on time. 2 minutes, Understanding Money Part 2 with Robert Henderson Jr. and James T. Thomas. Don't go too far. If you haven't done so already, be sure to share this video. Come back to it. I think next week I may drop maybe 5 more secrets for y'all. Come back to it. This is the real work. This is the real work. Before you get sucked into somebody else's universe, before you get sucked into somebody else's metaverse, because it's coming, baby. Before you get sucked in, you got to have that firm footing, that foundation. All right. Make sure you hit the share button. Don't worry about if they are liking the video. They are looking at the video. Until then, stay safe and stay sane. Peace.